one. The one we've been waiting for. A bit more volume.
This is Cork's Wine Bar, and I've played here a few times, and about 4 years ago there was a seminal event that happened, and this is, I'm going to talk about it. We're going to go and have a look at this place, but it's a good place. There's lots of old rock stars play here, including myself, and comedians, and they do good food as well. Alright. Here we are, it's lovely and warm, and you can smell heat and hot butter getting ready to be used in cooking. And this is the interior of Cork's Wine Bar, where I met the man, the legendary, the mythical Jimmy Saville. And he was sitting over there. Here at this very table, he was sitting here with his glamorous girlfriend, having a quiet meal, just having a night off. And he looked very comfortable and very content actually. He didn't look kind of show-busy or flashy. He just looked like he was having a nice quiet evening. And his sunglasses on, cigar there. I'm not sure whether it was lit or not. And we walked through. So, oh, there's Jimmy Saville, and we were having a gig. So then we walked through this place here. So I'm going to show you, take you into the concert room. Here 4 years ago, I think it was, we played to 3 people. We played to 2 mates, this woman Kat and her husband and somebody else, and so there's 2 people there and somebody there, and we did 2 45-minute sets, and we were crushed. It felt like, you know, we should just give up and get a job as plumbers or something, or, you know, take an apprenticeship. I'm thinking, I'm, you know, 50-year-old, will anybody take me on as a plumber or an electrician? I'll kill everybody, you know. So we did the gig, and then we just marched out.
Johnny Cash, Johnny Cash, Johnny Cash, Johnny Cash, Johnny Cash, Johnny Cash, Johnny Cash. Jimmy Saville got my album. He was going to fix it for me. Jimmy Saville, he had my album. He would have fixed it for Mik Artistik, and now it's down to me. There we go, Jim. Johnny Cash, big man. Big man, I'm running black. Johnny Cash, 6'10", the man in black. He was a rock and roll man, oh yeah.
We did this gig, and the gig was really strange because we walked out after playing to 3 people and felt really flat and dead, and we got paid by Chris, the owner, and we got like 150 quid for playing to 3 people, and I just felt like a fraud. I felt like a complete, like a thief. And then I saw Jimmy Saville and his partner, and they were leaving, and something kind of, whatever it was just an impulse, and I went toward him because he seemed to be a symbol of success or something, you know, and I just felt like I just touched the hem of his garment and maybe some of that magic dust had come off on me, and I went across and he came forward with his hand. He could see me coming, and he went into he clicked into gear, and he was like, "Young man, I'm going to forgive you for being better looking than me." And shook my hand, and that was enough. I felt like I'd been on Parkinson or something. I felt sort of I'd been baptised or whatever, blessed, and off he went.
The lines you used in there, he said, "I'll forgive you for being better looking than me."
Oh yeah,
that was all the stuff he used to say to everybody.
Oh well, I imagine, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, he just sort of he just kind of plugged in once I sort of held my hand out. He went into Jimmy Saville, in inverted commas. Yeah.
He said, "Young man, I'm going to forgive you for being better looking than me." But off we went. car and his glamorous lady. I felt a surge of power from being so close to a living legend.
And I thought, I should give him a CD. And something else said, well, yeah, but I mean, he doesn't do TV anymore and he doesn't do pop music and stuff, he's an old guy. But there was still something there that about me growing up with Jimmy Saville, being a little lad and watching him on Top of the Pops. I thought, he can do it, he's the gatekeeper. He'll get me into the land of success and magic and London drugs or whatever. But so I ran to my bag, got a CD out, and I ran out and I saw him going out across to get into his car. And I shouted to him, Jimmy, and he saw me coming, and I had the CD and I held it out to him.
I held out my CD, and then he said, "Is it pornographic?" I shook my head. Well, I'll be round then, but he took it anyway. And off he went, with a bug in the store. Jimmy Saville, had my album. He was going to fix it for me.
But then he took the CD, got in the car and drove off. And me and the two lads got into the car and we headed back to Leeds. And we were just crushed. We were like still flattened from sort of playing to, virtually no people. And on the way back I'm thinking, Jim will fix it for Mik Artistik. Jim will fix it for Mik Artistik. There's just something there, and I could feel this song forming. Jimmy Saville, he's got my album.
He's got his album.
He's just going to fix it for me. Jimmy Saville,
Do join in at
he had
home.
my album. He were going to fix it for Mik Artistik, and now it's down to me. Last verse. But sometimes when we play some really awful gigs where nothing happens, some juice comes to the surface, and this song started to happen, and it was going to be. I thought it's going to be a story. It's going to be what happened here, and it took form. It gradually took shape over sort of a couple of weeks, I think it was, and gradually I got it together, and then finally had this story. And I rang my mate up, who lives over in Saville, and said, listen to this, and I sang it down the phone, this kind of epic tale, and he said, it's great, it's wonderful.
Jimmy Saville, got my album. He was going to fix it for me. Jimmy Saville, he had my album. He was going to fix it for Mik Artistik, and now it's down to me.
And then like Jimmy Saville died, and then there was like conversations, oh God, can we still do it? And then I thought, we're going to have to maybe, if we do it, we'll have to maybe just slightly change it now, because you can't fix it for me anymore because he's gone. So we went to a little studio in Bristol, Loom Studios it's called, and this guy Grant was a little producer, and he helps us, he likes what we do, he likes the way that we just kind of come in and just do it in one. There's no kind of tidying and sort of whatever, there's not too much mastering going on and not too much kind of smoothing off the edges. We just get in, we have a laugh, and there's a lot of play and mischief in the studio, and he just sits there like gobsmacked, and something good comes out of it. So we went in there, we put the drum machine on about triple time, and off I went. Jimmy Saville, he had my album, he was going to fix it for me. Jimmy Saville, he had my album, he was going to fix it for Mik Artistik, and now it's down to me. You let me down, Jimmy. And that's how the single happened, or the new release, and it's out now, and it's on iTunes, and there's a big bunch of people. It's actually this young girl from Scarborough who's seen us at Glastonbury. She says, can I set up a site called Jimmy Saville Had My Album for Christmas #1? And so she did. I said, yeah, fine, go ahead. And a couple of days ago she set it up, and we've got about over 1,500 people have signed up to try and get me to #1 for Christmas. So there you go, an epic tale. Perhaps Jim will fix it for me in one form or another. Goodness gracious. Last time Jimmy Saville, he had my album, he was going to fix it for me. Jimmy Saville, he had my album, he was going to fix it for Mik Artistik, and now it's down to me.
Excellent. There we go. And And that, presumably, is a completely true story, Mick.
That's a completely true story, yes.
Yeah.